All right. Once again, a very, very good afternoon. Welcome. Good morning, whichever part of the world you are in. We are on the last day of all the entire year that we all had. This is what we're going to do. Everyone, welcome. Students, if you're parents and teachers, yes, you can come and enjoy the quiz. This is a special edition of what we call the Newsmakers 2022. I'm Dawood Waid. Well, I think I love talking to students. I love doing these events. We started Golden Sparrow when the pandemic was at its height. And today, I am proud to say, after 3 years, the team has done amazing work. The teachers have done some amazing work. And I think the result is all of you who are out there enjoying, sharing, learning in all the capacities. You are my sparrows that I'm looking forward to. You are the kind of birds that we see, migratory birds. You'll travel from one place to another, and hopefully, we will have a great time as we go on today. So, 2022, long year, from Jan till December, and here we are on the 31st of the month. What do we learn? How do we talk about? What are we taking lessons about? So I thought, let's talk about newsmakers. Newsmakers are people who made a news, right? People who were in the news for good, bad reasons, people who were talking around it. And we said, okay, if you are going to be the newsmaker of 2023, let's learn something about the newsmakers of 2022. So when we started 2022, it was right there post COVID. We were still in the COVID. We didn't know if this year would be a post COVID year or not. This was mid year. We started our school, the malls, the place of worships, the travels, everything opened up. The gardens and the parks and the footballs opened up. I think it was a mixed year. A year where, we had some amazing moments across the world. A year which was devastated by a war that we didn't want to see. A year where people were more conscious about gender equality and climate activism. So it's a mix here, is how I say it. If you look behind me, it says a decade of action. So 2022 was a decade of action. How was your 2022 as we reflect on the last day? I'm not someone who is a big believer in celebrating a new year, but yes, I always have my SWOT, how the year went, what did I do right, what did I not do right. So I love the whole idea of understanding the year from a perspective. So you can open up your mics, you can use the chat, you can tell me about it. How was your 2022? Give me one adjective for 2022. What do you think? Go ahead. How was it? Good year, tough year, challenging year, a year you wanted, all right, a year we had some fun. Someone didn't like the year. Okay. So someone said excellent, someone said worst. Oh, this is interesting. I think I'll open up. You can chat to now everybody in the meeting. So this would be wonderful. People see your ears. It's okay, unless you want to send it to me. Okay, good, bad, good years, bad years, tough years. All right, I'm happy. The year that was fun, I'm interested. Okay, this is good. Mariam says good. Amina says fun year. Interesting. Okay, now you can unique here. Abdullah says you are unique yourself, right? Okay, good enough. So what do we do? Okay, half the year was fun, half the year was challenging. All right, I see a lot of messages. Now I think I'll redirect it to everyone in the group. So 1 minute, if I can use my chat skills, and I can say you can send to anyone and everyone. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the chats are open now. You can send to everybody. I was doing a little study for this workshop, and I found some very interesting anecdote. What's interesting is the Chinese have a very interesting way of looking at this. That, okay, Bilal, I'm so proud that you said it was the first year you joined Golden Sparrow. It's amazing. I'm so glad. I would love to, have this, as a screenshot, because it is something, it fills my heart with joy, Bilal, isn't it?
Sir, I
Okay.
didn't send anything.
Thank you so much. This is something I'm so proud when you are.
Sir, this New Year called Lunar New Year, right?
Lunar New Year, yes. The Chinese have a very interesting concept. Now, okay, Sidra, I know no one was in school, but trust me, the world has changed now. The Chinese, so my study on the Chinese part, every time they give a concept to a year. So last year, the Chinese said this year was the year of the tiger. Very interesting, they have a year which they tell the tiger's year, the dog's year, the dragon's year, the goat's year. So they even have a goat year. Yes. So when I found out what is special about tiger, so why don't you tell me one word you can describe the tiger with? Go ahead. Just give me one word that you can describe the tiger
I'm
with.
strong. So strong.
Okay, strong is a good word. I like the
Sir,
word strong.
fearlessness. Fearlessness.
Fearless.
National
Okay.
animal of the India.
Sir, fearlessness.
Strong. Okay, I like the word. National animal
Sir, it
of.
is an observant animal, sir. Observant animal.
Okay, all right. Fine. I get a lot of messages. Ukraine and adventurous. Okay. Invincible or invisible? Fierce. Okay, I like the answers. So when I found steady. Okay, this is good. So um,
Sir, and it is
okay,
a stealthy animal, sir. It uses stealth in
healthy, ruthless
hunting
predator,
and
majestic.
fighting, sir.
Okay, India's national animal, absolutely. So this is amazing. I love the qualities the tigers bring in. So what I found about 2022 and tiger was it's a year which required lots and lots of tiger-like quality. You had to be ruthless because it was difficult to survive online, difficult to survive in COVID times, difficult when you had to wear mask all the time. It was difficult. And then you were like the tiger. Tiger is not a herd animal. It doesn't stay in group. So you were like the tiger, you were all alone. Most of the time, you were just quiet. You were waiting as tiger waits to pounce on it. You were a national treasure. Yes, you were all the time on the home, maybe on the mobile phone also. So this is an interesting concept. I thought, okay, this is what tigers bring in. Tigers bring in the idea that you are going through a year and this year is special. So I'll tell you a story. So there were two, there was a son and a mother. And as always, the son and the mother were not getting along, not as always, just generally. So the mother says to the son, please, you are no good for anything. Do something about it. And the mother could not understand the son. And the son couldn't understand the mother. So it seems both of them went to a priest. So this is a Chinese story. Remember, there were a lot of China tigers. Even now, China has a lot of tigers also. So the priest said, why don't both of you go and get me tiger's whiskers? You know whiskers? Yes. So they were like surprised. Why would they ask me to get a tiger's whisker? Fine. The story is short. So I'll quickly summarize it. And they went around. They went and they saw a tiger. It's a dangerous tiger. It's a tiger that's very, very tough. But what happened was they waited one day. They gave the meat to the tiger. Tiger came and took it. But you can't touch a tiger. It's a huge animal. Second day, third day. After 20-25 days, the tiger kind of got used to them. So he allowed them to come close and they plucked a whisker, or there was a whisker that was hanging. They took it. Tiger growled and they ran away. The tiger did not chase them because he was kind of now almost apologetic and sympathetic to them. They go to the priest, they go to this monk, and they told the monk, here the tiger's whisker. So the monk said, how long did it take? First day you got the whisker, or did you take long? And they said, no, it took us a years. We couldn't even get the whiskers. It was so difficult. That is when the monk told them that the same way, have patience. You can't win over each other. You can't understand each other in just one day. You will have to have patience. And as you have patience, you'll develop an understanding of each other, the son and the mother. I think 2022 was a year of patience for me. It was this tiger's year where we all have to just wait and watch. Like a tiger watches for its prey, then jump on it. And the jumping year comes right now, 2023. As they say, good things take time. We are learning how to learn good things. We are learning what we can do in 2023. And understanding this tiger helps us a lot. Fine. So we are just a little story that I want to tell you. I think we're all set to learn about the Tigers episode, to learn about what 2023 will bring for us. Let's, they say, have you played with a catapult? To go far, you have to pull the catapult behind. So we'll play a little game on the catapult and we'll find out newsmakers, people who made news in 2022, and what can we learn lessons from them. As we do with Golden Sparrow, that's what we are. We are an SDG school, so I'll teach you one SDG for every person that you will learn about. And maybe I'll ask you to guess the SDGs as we go ahead. But are you ready for the game, the quiz? Your certificate will follow after this. These are the Newsmakers Award that Golden Sparrow is giving. And let's see who gets our first award. To us in Golden Sparrow, we did a poll, and the newsmaker of the year 2022 for Golden Sparrow was this person. So now what is the game is, it's a blank screen, don't worry. You will have to identify the person. I know you will be excited. I'll accept that. It's okay. Most likely, you can either mute yourself, you can unmute and speak up, or you can use the chat box to tell me who this person is, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use open the chat. It's fun. Maybe I will allow the first one and then I'll start closing the chat and we can have a little fun. All right, just until then, mute yourself. The first person on your screen, our newsmaker of the year, is this little picture that you have no idea who we are. The second block will immediately reveal who the person is, and I'm sure there'll be plethora of people shouting who this newsmaker for Golden Sparrow 2022 is. All right. I can see answers jumping in now. Who is he? Okay, all right. Umar, Khadija, Bilal, and Saleh. Yay, everybody.
Messi. Messi. Messi.
Sir, I
Okay.
thought you were just
Messi.
see by seeing that part of it.
Yes.
That was
Yes, so I think Messi is the
He won
easiest.
the World Cup this year.
Absolutely, he won the World Cup for his country this year. To us in Golden Sparrow, he is the newsmaker of the year. He is the person of the year 2022. And one
Sir,
thing,
the
yes,
Argentinian government is, thinking of, imprinting his face on
they
the
already did.
Argentine.
Yes, absolutely. The Argentine government has his, so he is a national icon, a national treasure. He is number 10. Recently, another old legend, number 10, passed away. Who are we talking about?
Pele.
All right, Pele. So one thing that we learn from Messi, and one of the SDG goals I love to talk about it, all sports stars will have the same SDG goal, is he protects himself, good health and well-being. Don't you see the way Messi is? His hunger for success. I'll tell you something about Messi that I have learned. You all are young boys and girls, right? I'm young also with you all. But now, when I look back, exactly 8 years back, Messi's Argentina was playing a World Cup final against Germany. That was 2014. Messi was young. Messi was, as we look at Messi, he was, right now he's 34, so he was 26 years old. We knew Messi's World Cup. We didn't know if he can win another World Cup for Argentina. He has already got 7, he had got, at least that time, he got 4 Ballon d'Ors. And he was the best player in the world. Yet, he had not won a World Cup. And we could not say he's the GOAT. And then he lost the World Cup final to Germany. And I thought Messi can never win the World Cup again. 32 countries, you have to qualify, you have to come, you have to travel, you have to beat them. Holland or France or Spain or Germany or Brazil. You have to win the quarterfinal, the semi-final. And then we thought Messi will never ever win a World Cup. 8 years. He was younger, fitter, smarter, more agile. He did not give up. And then he comes in, and not only do they come back and do it, this is what we do. This is how they learn. Hold on. I'm just going to, Umar Ansari, I'm sorry, you're out of this group because you should behave well. Anyway, so this is where we are looking into Messi. Messi needs to understand, he's a reminder for all of us. We are not learning something good. What we need to understand is hunger for success. You are looking at a person who is waiting 8 years to win. And not only did he win, he lost the first match to Saudi Arabia. And yet he's coming back. This is Argentina we're looking into. So is Messi the GOAT? My next question to you. Is he the GOAT? Or it's still Ronaldo and so we are sure it's the debate is settled down. Messi is the GOAT?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of Messi
Yes,
fans out there. Lots and lots of Messi fans out there. Great, good hearing that. Okay. Okay, let's quickly go now to my second one. I'm just giving participants one more chance. Just give me 1 minute. There's some participants in the waiting room. I'll admit them. Okay. So fine. This is the format. This was the first one. Since we are doing a lot of sports and we all are just talking about it, Golden Sparrow students, all of you, I'm sure you enjoyed the FIFA World Cup. We had, we have a coach, a principal talking to a young group out there. We had a FIFA event. I'm proud of all of the in the academy. Those who are not a part of Golden Sparrow, if you're in Mumbai, welcome to the academy in Nerul right now. But I think this is what we believe in. Sports don't just reveal character, it develops your character. And one of the things we've learned with sports is, can we connect sports with SDG? So what are SDG goals? There's 17 goals from United Nations, I'm sorry. And we talk about these goals in the spirit of the sports. So because I'm talking a lot of sports, I'll give you two more quizzes on newsmakers who made news this year around the world in the world of sports. Your next quiz, your next question right now is this. Who is he? It's easy, right? You know him.
Roger Federer.
Okay, Roger Federer. Little Lena, look around. Oh, you have it now. It's the third block. Come on.
Ronaldo.
He's playing tennis. Guys, he's playing tennis.
Djokovic.
Oh, wonderful. Who is it? Tell me. Bilal, send the answer in the chat. Who said Djokovic? Can you tell me the name, please?
Anaya.
Anaya. Brilliant, Anaya.
I was the first one to type
No,
the answer,
Bilal,
sir.
no. Anaya's. I heard Anaya first before I read your answer, but it's okay. We'll give it to the little girl. What do we learn from Djokovic? See, it's Roger Federer. Some of you said very nicely he retired this year. Yes, so he's also a newsmaker. But this man, what did he do something different this year that we had to take notice of Djokovic? Actually, it was a previous year. But what did Djokovic do? 2021? Something different he did. What did he do? Djokovic, and I'm not advocating it, but yes, Novak Djokovic refused to take the COVID injection, the vaccination. Yes, Omar, absolutely. Welcome back. Right. And I think it's not right or wrong. I'm not advocating. We all have taken, and please take your COVID booster doses also, because that's what the regulations are. But this man stood against the odds. He is someone who believed in the principles he set for himself. If you are Djokovic, that's the only stand you can take. But what is your principle? It could be no plastic. It could be, standing up for stray animals. It could be just making sure that you absolutely do not give up on your maths homework. It could be anything. Stand up for yourself, my friend. It could be the bullying that is happening in school against you. It could be that you are thought of yourself as very weak. No, whatever you are or you do, learn from Novak Djokovic. He comes from a small country, Serbia. He stands up for his right and he believes in his principle. You ought to believe in your principle is the lesson I'm giving you. Okay, my last news sports person of this year, the three people are one of the most celebrated fellow in the world. I'll not give you the answer. Once you get it, you will get the answer.
Yes.
Here we are. Who are we talking about?
Virat
Kohli.
Okay, are you sure? Okay. All right. Virat Kohli.
Virat.
Brilliant. I am proud. Okay. What did Virat Kohli do? What was his special? Cricket. What was that one moment?
Cricket.
Okay. Yes, Virat Kohli. Remember that World Cup match against Pakistan? And I'm sorry for all those who followed from there. But that was the final for me. People said he's out. He could not score more. He should retire. And Virat Kohli showed the world what patience is all about. His determination. He stood there. There was an over which was difficult, and yet he's performing. This is the lesson we are looking at. Goal number 3, again, as I said, all these sports people, one lesson you learn from them is your hunger for success, your determination, your patience should not run out. And then stop the junk food, stop the late night binges, stop all the sugars, the too much of intake here, the Pepsis and the Coke. Ronaldo put the Pepsi out when he was doing a press conference. That's why hats off to him also. But these are the newsmakers you follow in 2022. People who teach you, you can't have a pot belly, a football in your stomach, and you want to be a Messi. You can't be a goat that way. Then you'll be a bull, right? So be someone with a sports personality. You are doing good. All right. So 3 sports personality done for the year. And we are looking at the 4th one from a different world. This person was the newsmaker of the year according to Time magazine. Who are we talking about?
President Linsky.
Oh,
Sir, Volodymyr Zelensky. Volodymyr Zelensky.
brilliant. Who's the first one? Who's the runner?
Sir, he did not run away when he was facing an invasion, sir. Sir, he did not
Amazing,
run away, which
amazing.
is why he made the
Most of
news.
us don't relate to him. President of which country are we talking about?
Sir, Ukraine, sir. Sir, he made the
Ukraine.
news, sir, because, sir, when an invasion began, he didn't, run away in his
I know,
private jet to
absolutely.
another
So
country.
Time Magazine has this person of the year. Every year they pick someone who's the person of the year. And according to them, of course, we gave the vote to Messi. You all love Messi though. But Time Magazine said this man, he was not playing a sport. He was playing a game of life and death, right? And the world supports Ukraine. The war is continuing right now. It's not easy. I think his steadfastness, istiqama is the word in Arabic. He's standing up for his people, his country. Today, the blue and the yellow flag has become the Bella Ciao of today, right? This is the world we are looking into. And President, Zelensky is the newsmaker. Tell me what's the capital of Ukraine? World number
Kiev,
16.
Kiev.
Kyiv. All right. So we're looking at Kyiv as a national peace, justice, and strong institution. Is the country, is the SDG goal we're looking into. Very well. You all are doing good. 4 newsmakers done. Let's see where is the 5th one taking you around. What's the 5th newsmaker? What's this? Go ahead. Red Panda. Oh my goodness. Yes. What's the movie's name?
Turning red.
Turning Red. All right.
Red panda.
Okay. What SDG goal would Turning Red teach us? What's the SDG goal? Now the sparrows, quickly, it's your turn. Tell me which SDG goal are we talking about?
Don't know, sir.
Think about it. There's just 17 of them. Are we not talking
Sir,
about?
I have not, watched Turning Red, sir. I have not.
Okay, no, it's about awareness. It's
I watched Turning Red, and what I learned from that,
okay.
the character learned how to accept herself and
All right.
also stand up for her own self.
Excellent, right? Stand up. Don't worry about it. One of the SDG goal, of course, is about awareness for red panda, which is an endangered species. Right? I think there's so many lessons just from this. This is a Pixar Oscar-nominated animated movie of the year 2022. Turning Red is an awesome movie. I loved it. If those who love cartoon, but more about it's an awareness. Where have you seen this red panda? Which movie do you think he's the master? He's a mentor to a very, very Kung Fu Panda. What's his name? What's the character's name? The master. Master Shifu. Smiling as I talk about. Yes. So, I went this year. This year, one of the things I did was I went all the way to Sikkim, a small state of India. Sikkim's state animal is a red panda. And for the first time in my life, I saw a live red panda. Awesome, beautiful, raccoon-like animal. And I think SDG goal number 15 is the apt one.
Sir, it is not actually a panda or a bear at all. It is actually related to the raccoon.
Exactly. It's more like a raccoon. It comes in the bear family, but it's more like a raccoon. It climbs the trees. It's lovely. It's very sensitive, very, very soft animal. But this is what we learn. And creativity is the word I'm using for. Pixar is creative organization. I know some of my students of Golden Sparrow wanting to join Pixar. Hats off to them. And Pixar, of course, was started by none other than the master, Steve Jobs. So all the best to you guys. So going good. Your newsmakers of the year. Who is this newsmaker now? Oh my goodness. This is a difficult one, huh? Listen, it's just newsmakers, right? Good, bad, right? I don't know. I'm just people who are popular in the news. Difficult? Okay, I give you the second hunt.
Pushparaj.
Pushpa.
Sala.
Pushpa.
Sir.
Isn't it amazing?
Sir, what I saw from the movie, sir, Pushparaj, it was actually courage and daring, sir.
Oh,
You can become successful with your courage and daring.
Absolutely.
If you have the guts to do something,
yes.
like the character Allu Arjun is portraying like an angry young man.
Angry young man, okay.
Man character. So he's like showing that if you have the guts, you can get successful at anything.
So of course, I put two SDG goals for you to remember: poverty and zero hunger. But yes, tell me. Okay, so Pushpa, as they say, क्या flower समझा है, flower में fire हो. I
Sir, and
sometimes
he has that dialogue na that मैं राज करने को आया, so I have come here to rule, so he is not going away, so he has that courage that I am not going to turn back also.
brilliant, brilliant. I think you
So
all
courage
know.
and daring.
I know. This is the Telugu superstar Allu Arjun, and he created an entire genre of Telugu movies that came after that. These are people, who can be anybody.
Sir, actually, South Indian movies, sir, they're succeeding because they have that angry or reckless young man character in them.
Okay, so Bilal's observing a lot of South Indian movies now. Going good. All right, let me move on from this Allu Arjun's Pushpa to a new one, a new SDG. Who is this person? Someone very, very popular. Again in the news. Sorry, tell me again.
Elon Musk.
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Sir, he became popular, sir, for buying Twitter. Sir, he bought Twitter.
Absolutely, he bought Twitter. Tell me the three companies that he had before he bought to Twitter. Name three companies.
Sir, Tesla, SpaceX, and
Dream is to die on Mars.
Okay, Tesla, SpaceX. I heard you, Bilal and Abdullah and others. Tell me one more. Very, very. The name itself is very boring. What's the company's name?
Board company.
Right, it's called the Boring Company, not the Board Company. He's making these tunnels. Boring isn't digging the tunnel. Thank you so much. Somebody who wrote. Let me quickly look around.
Oh yes, sir. I heard that he had bought.
Hold on, Bilal. I have to tell you something. I'm so proud of Mohsin writing the word PayPal because a lot of people don't know about Elon Musk and PayPal. So proud, yes, absolutely brilliant. Now go ahead, Bilal. You have to add something else to it.
Sir, I heard that he had a mining company, sir.
Yes, so that's the Boring Company. He has, sent people to Mars. That's what he wants to do.
Sir, that company, mines this, sir, a mineral which is, used in making computer chips, sir.
Whoa, now
it was actually, sir. He mines that materials are in the DRC, Democratic Republic.
Interesting. So the SDG goal, and I want all of you to relate to these SDG goals we talk about. The SDG goal is, this man, I don't know, he's a visionary. Sometimes you don't know what he's doing is right or wrong. Buying Twitter for $42 billion is crazy, but that's what people do. Ordinary people don't make history. Crazy people make history. So, start believing in your ideas and vision. When he said, I'll send somebody on Mars, people laugh. He already had a Mars rover going there. He's competing as a private limited company with NASA. Can you imagine that? There was a time when people thought, so electric vehicle, that's Reva and the hybrid people, all the people who are environmentalists, people who are poor will buy an EV. He made Tesla an inspirational or aspirational device. He is the new Steve Jobs, Nobody wants to own a EV, but now Tesla.
Sir, because of him, many automobile companies are switching to EVs because of.
Absolutely, I know a friend of mine. He went all the way to I think Copenhagen for attending a conference only on EV vehicles in India. The BMW was launching EV vehicles in India. They wanted to make sure is it feasible or not. So the SDG goal I'm giving you is goal number 9, industry, innovation, infrastructure. The 3 I's, remember, and I hope all of you, Abdullahs and Bilals and Mariams and Khadijas who are answering me, you start relating to the SDG goals. Pick up one SDG goal in 2023 and do entire study of that goal. Be a master of that SDG goal. If you love animals, it could be goal number 15, life on land. If you love innovation and science, it's goal number 9. If you want to do some philanthropy and charity, goal number 1 or 2. Whatever you're looking into, pick up a goal and start working on it. I'll do one more and then we'll take a short break and come back because it's so much fun coming up. Okay, because I showed you about Elon Musk.
Sir, no break, sir.
No break?
Sir,
okay.
Parag Agarwal.
But I've seen
Sir, he was. He's
okay, please. Yes, okay. I'm just making more democratic. It should not be just one student speaking. So just give chance to the younger ones also. What was he said?
Fired from Twitter.
He was
Okay,
fired from,
nice.
but
Sir,
sir,
He
he
was
was
the
also given a
POC
$42 million package, sir, to
Wow.
resign from
So
Twitter.
Parag Agarwal's career has changed because Elon Musk bought Twitter. He was just appointed 1 year back as the CEO of Twitter. Now he was fired as the CEO of Twitter. But trust me, once your degrees and qualifications and experience are there, wherever you go, even after being fired, he got $42 million. That's a lot of money. So goal number 4, quality education should be a priority. I know it's you don't know about how much marks he got. That's secondary. But we do know that his career learned because he's done something amazing. So this is what I wanted to talk about: careers and Elon Musk and entrepreneurs, everything around. We will. It's okay. I thought I'll just do quick ones. Let me do this one before I take a break.
Bisleri.
Oh, nice.
Bisleri cigarette. Bisleri.
Bisleri. Why is Bisleri?
Tata.
Yes, wow, I'm proud of you. This is nice. This is interesting. What's Bisleri? You build a
7,000 here.
yes,
building.
brand building. You know what? This company was not doing. It's a relatively very popular company. It's like you don't say Xerox. You don't say photocopy. You say Xerox. Xerox is a company. Bisleri becomes a brand for water. You don't say give me mineral water. You say give me Bisleri. And they might give you Aquafina and they might give you XYZ. But this year, Bisleri spent 2 crores only on building a brand. Because the owner's daughter, she come from UK after studying, and she said, I don't want to run the company. I have other plans. So the father spent 2 crores building the brand. You'll see the new ad that camels have come in Rajasthan and Bisleri tea. Oh, there's a lovely tagline. And today the Tatas
Sir,
have
camels
bought.
are drinking from that small bottle.
Yes, that's a lovely ad where
I
camels are
just
drinking
hold
from
it.
Bisleri, and this is what we do. I think most of you will relate to these. If you're in the Gulf, a lot of my Golden Sparrow students, a lot of ICK students are around in Gulf. So your bottles of water, Aqua Gulf, Aqua Fina, Aqua Cool, Gulf Farm, Masafi. One of the goals we have in SDG is goal number 6, clean water and sanitation, and that is what I wanted to take you around. Clean water is important. There's one more. Which one, Umar? Go ahead. Tell me one more. Keep telling me. Aquafina. Okay, I got that. That's nice. That's good. Interesting. Okay, because we've talked about brands and brand building, what brand are we talking here?
Golden Sparrow.
Golden Sparrow.
What do you see in Golden Sparrow's logo? Is it a brand by itself?
Sparrow.
Okay, so you can see the sparrow in the middle. What are these colors on the sides representing?
The SDG goals.
The SDG goal. Now that's nice to see. Yeah, Zainab, you identify with them. Good to see all of you now. So we hope you are a brand yourself. You are the golden boys and girls of Golden Sparrow, my sparrow, as you say. There are a lot of lessons we learned from the logo that we created. One of the things we said is, when we grew up, I grew up in Kolkata, Andaman Nicobar, Chennai, Surat, and I saw a lot of sparrows. In fact, I saw sparrows in Moscow. Unfortunately, sparrows like the red panda are endangered. We think good, we think SDG goals of bringing that. Bilal, I'll do an entire session with you. WhatsApp me. I'll tell you what the SDG goals are. This is what we do in Golden Sparrow. That SDG goals are talking about these things like the sparrows. The goals are endangered, so are you all. Your creativity is endangered. So we hopefully want to teach you these SDG goals, and we want to bring a lot of lessons as we go ahead. I'm stopping the Zoom right now. Just rejoin the link in 30 seconds. That's all. We'll take a quick short break, and hopefully I want to see you. I have some really interesting newsmakers in my second part. Stopping right now. Rejoin in 30 seconds. Goodbye. See you in 30 seconds. Bye-bye.
We have to join this link only, na?